Hi, welcome back. So today I'm going to be taking you guys on a my quarter 3 planner. I guess you can call it a planner setup. Previously, I had a video where I showed you guys my quarter quarter 3 midway um, journals and planners that I was using, and in that video I will post it in a card. But today, this will be my first walkthrough, and I did it halfway through. So you had to forgive me. I started the video and then realized I did not press record. So let me give you a really quick walkthrough because I don't want this video to be long and drawn out. I said some really good stuff too, but the best laid plans are always when they're unexpected. So this planner, Create Your Own Magic. This is a planner that I got last year from one of these stores. I want to say it was either Ross or TJ Maxx. It was one of those. Previously, I had the same planner, an 18-month planner, but it was a letter size, and it was so heavy. I decided to downgrade to a smaller size because this is nice thick cardboard. And I never take this planner out, so this planner stays in the house. But what I did previously, I walked you guys through the planner, letting you see how this planner is set up. Stickers in the front. I wish they had more day stickers on there, but I guess it's for special occasions. And then they had some, expressive stickers like tea time, coffee, meeting, to-do list. I like these stickers. They're so much better than what I had, than what they created in the other one. And as you can see, my appointment stickers and everything are being utilized to the fullest. I think that 18 months in this planner was just enough for me to get through. So let's get to where I am. So I started setting this page up, and as you can see, I did wipe some dates out. I think this is Canada Day, and of course Independence Day. You guys give me one moment. You all, I had dropped my my markers and pens and everything. But let me share with you um, what I'll be using. So I actually did a walkthrough of my sticker book of my stickers. So I'm using this sticker right here. I forgot what sticker book it came out of, but I have a lot of stickers in my stash that I just want to get through. So I won't put too many stickers on here because I still do need to write down some important dates. So I went ahead and I grabbed my Happy Planner sticker book. Now, I got this sticker book. You guys guessed it. Yes, the Dollar Tree. And I had yeah, there were so many beautiful stickers. There were so many beautiful stickers. I just went on ahead and I grabbed a couple of books for myself and some as gifts. All right, so I want to put something really down on every weekend because I feel like every weekend in July, every weekend in July is going to be very interesting. Weekends, boy, I love weekend, busy weekend. I do have a reunion coming up, um, a family reunion. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that down there for the family reunion. A family reunion. Okay. So yeah, we have a family reunion coming up this weekend. It actually starts on Friday and ends on Sunday at church. So let's see. what other ones we have here. And normally I don't do this on camera, like this particular planner book, because yeah, I just don't. I just don't put this on camera. So let's see what other things that I need to put on here. I do need it to buy list. I do need it. Don't forget to do. We got priorities. I'm really looking for just like appointment dates. I do have to find me some me time. I do have a doctor's appointment coming up. So what do we have? Is it? Actually is before July. So yeah, that's going to fit perfectly right here. It is, I'm not going to put it there. I do have another appointment coming up though, because that one is for June. I do have an appointment coming up. I'm going to put Family Day right here on Sunday because after the reunion, we're having a family church day. So yeah, I do need to binge watch, you guys. Like every now and then, I just need to just sit down and just focus on watching me some good TV shows. There are quite a few TV shows coming out that I want to watch, and I put it on a Saturday. Saturdays are just, they're not really planned unless, it's planned. So yeah, this is going to be a church day. I should have put Family Day church, but church and then Family Day. So yeah, I'll put the time and everything down on a later date. I really do need to start. I've been such an avid walker for the longest, and I find myself not engaging in that activity not as much as I used to, and I do want to get back into it. So I only put down the bills that have changed dates or amounts. So this is not going to be everything, you guys. And if I have like say for instance, a subscription that I need to maintain, I do have something coming up. I'm also mindful of that, you guys. So let's put these stickers down religiously. Mhm. It is due. It is due on the 26th. So I'm gonna have to put the 25th down there. I don't normally put down what the bills are for, because I know what it's for. I don't put it. I'm not going to do it on camera. So, but as long as you know, I think that should be okay. I look at a lot of these budget videos, and I am always amazed at how people like remember everything on certain days. See this one right here, and then 18. So these are just ones that I just need to remember, because I have one more and I need to check the date for that, and I put that down. But we can get back to that on a different day. I just want to make sure that I had those down before I decide to put anything else. Oh, so yeah, let me see. I am going to. I love this sticker right here, and it has nothing to do with what's going on. I just want to put it right here on the notes. I sometimes I use the notes for putting my meals down, um, mostly dinner, because I try to keep a chart of what I eat for dinner, because sometimes eating the wrong food can definitely um, steer you the wrong way. Let's just say that. And there are some things that I do need to prioritize for this month. So I will put that list right there as well. So let me put a little bit of more washi on here. I will not be filling this page out on camera, unfortunately, you guys. So we can get to the next part of my July setup. Now, also previously, before my camera went out, I did show you guys how the layouts look. So this is a horizontal layout. So you will have layouts for, it's another pen, a horizontal layout going across. This is a 4-week calendar. So everything is 4 weeks. It starts on the first Monday, and it goes 4 weeks to the last Sunday of the week, but it's not the last day of the week. So Sunday the 27th is the last Sunday of the week, and so it continues. Let's go into August. It continues with these 3 dates: the 27th, the 28th, the 29th, 30, 31. So this is like an entire week that doesn't belong to this month. However, because they because this planner only does 4 weeks, you have your calendar that that continues it. So this last sheet back here, I normally just put down, I don't use it every month. Sometimes I would decorate it. Sometimes I would do like to-do lists and stuff like that. And so this page right here, it varies. Like I said, it just depends on what I am up for. And a lot of times, because I have two other planners that I'm not even gonna say two other planners that I work out on a regular basis. I sometimes get to this one and sometimes I don't, but I do need it this month for my back to school list. So I will be, let me put that down. This pencil is what they call like one of those artist pencils. I use it most of the time to do my outlining. So I'm going to do a back to school list, and it can be a list of things that I just need to do. And I also have that same list um, in the beginning of my calendar. Yes, July is that month, you guys. Summer goes by so fast, so fast. I mean, we are halfway to the end of the year. And I know here in the US, it probably has been a little challenging because a lot of things is rapidly changing. All right, so this is what we have for this particular planner. And off camera, I will come back and I will write in the appointments I need to make. I write my, stuff I need to do for work and business, back to school, and other stuff that I need to be mindful of. I will come back and fill in all my bills and then double check because I know I'm missing one that I need to put on here that I need to be mindful of. Because everything else, I remember it. Yeah, and this is the 4-week layout. Now, this I use it sometimes and sometimes I don't. Like I said, it just depends on how busy I am. A lot of times I put like important things that I need to remember, or in some cases I have used it to decorate. And I'm gonna show you one because I don't want to show you all the pages, but I will show you one that I did decorate. Let me see if I can find it. I decorated this one. And this one was the week of my birthday. As you can see, I did not fill it out. And this was in May. May, I did not do as much planning as in my planners as I thought I would. Let me show you another spread. This is an example of how I use this page sometimes. Books and magazines, movies, So sometimes I'm using it, and then sometimes I don't get a chance to use it how I want to. Let's see if I can find just one more. I know I got quite a few in here, but I do need to be careful of not opening it to the wrong page and overexposing myself. Yeah. Oh, this is a nice one. I like this one. This one was in October of last year, 2024. And this was the following week. And as you can see, I use the same, like the Burger King. They do like seasonal crowns and stuff. I try to collect those, you guys. I am such a kid at heart when it comes to stuff like that. But in this one, I did write the appointments down and everything. So yeah, it's being utilized. It's not being utilized as my everyday planner, but I do get a chance to use it. And like I said, this one never leaves the house. So when I do have time, I do set aside and do some planning and stickers and stuff, all the good things in here. So let's get to the next one. You guys excuse me for a moment. So hi, I'm back. Let's get to the next planner. I don't know what this is on my table, and it is so irritating. Okay, so let's get to the next one. And before I do that, let me give you guys um, an idea of what the stickers I do have. So these are the stickers from my sticker stash that I have so far. I have a lot of stickers, but these are the ones I'm trying to use and just, you know, find them home on one of these pages. I got this out of a coloring book. This right here is Wednesday. Wednesday Addams. I'm such a big fan of the Wednesday, the TV series. And I understand that, well, there is a second season coming out, which I'm excited. Um, and I can't wait to see it. So yeah, I will probably be using my planner, my house planner again to do a layout just for that one. And then this one right here has a little texture on it. These are Midori stickers. I want to say I got this from Atlas Stationery. And these are stickers, productivity stickers that I think I got from like a grocery store or something like that. These stickers right here are from the same book as this one right here. I just used that in my planner. I haven't used these at all, so I may use these next. But I got these stickers from, I have 2 stickers left on here. I'm going to use that. I have 2 on here. I got these stickers from a sticker book I got from, what's the name of that store? Five Below. They were having a moving sale, and so the stickers were like half off. So yes, I was fortunate to catch that one. And these stickers, where did I get these from? I want to say I got them from Five Below as well. So yeah, these are part of my current sticker stash that I probably like place this in like one of my planners or stuff like that, so I can use it on the go. But let's get into what we're here for. So we set up the actual monthly planner, and I will go back and put all the bills and everything that I need to put in there. So let's go. The next one is my sterling ink. Now, this is a good planner. I will be getting this planner next year. I paid a pretty penny for it and I was kind of skeptical, but I'm glad that I did not give up on it. I'm gonna give you an idea of how I've been using it. This is just a vertical layout. It has, you go downwards. So I never pay attention to the side, the time slides. In some cases I do, but for the most part, I just write what happens in the day. I put two, like a to-do list, randomly throughout, and then I work off those to-do lists, and then I just, keep it like that. I intake my water, what I'm reading at the time, what I'm listening to, what I'm watching on television, and this is in March, so I remember those. I remember those days. So yes, so this is my Sterling. So we are going to do a really quick setup for the week. And the reason why I really do not put I do this throughout the week. So what I do is I set up maybe, 3 days out the week. And then once Wednesday or Thursday get here, I set up the rest of the week. And that's how I've been doing it. And it has been very helpful. It alleviates the stress of me trying to put stickers in places where I don't know where there's going to be an event. This pen that I have is a Sharpie um, pen, 0.04, I think. And I love these pens right here. I've been using this particular brand for about a year. So basic outline, and then the 4 categories. We have the water intake, and then I leave room for the heading. And then water intake, we put down books I'm reading. And actually, this is a long list now because at first I was just putting the books that I was reading, but now I'm writing books and magazines and article and everything else. And what I'm watching on TV, because I've been having a lot of nights where I just, before I close my eyes and go to bed, I'll try to catch up on a movie that I'm interested in. So I have been doing that. And this is for my water intake, you guys. I've been really horrible at tracking this for, I would say, the past 6 weeks. and it will be reflected, trust me. But I don't make a big deal out of it. I mean, you know, the focus of planning is to get better at what we're doing. And so I'm going to put down circles. As I start the article or start the book, I just go ahead and color it in. Or I just go ahead and color it in, and then I make an X on it when I'm done with it. So this, I put down readings instead of books. And I had to change that over time because I would put down books. And then I realized, you know what, you read magazines, you like to read articles. So just put down readings. And so I changed that halfway through. And I kind of like it like that. I like reading instead of books. Watching. What am I watching? I can always go back and look at my feed and see what I've been watching, what I've been engaged in tune with. I may do that, but it's not world ending if I don't do it. So, no, wrong spot. But I still like to keep track of, just for memory's sakes, what I'm watching. And I find myself lately, I don't know, trying to catch up on old movies. Let me give you an idea. So right here, I hear reading. John Lewis of Life. Oh, that was so good, you guys. That one, that book is good. I need to do a book review for that one for you guys. Alice Shrugged, I listened to that one on audiobook. That was pretty good. Mind and Music, I started that one, but I never finished it. So just a list. Listening to, these are some podcasts that I was listening to, and then of course what I was watching. So that changes over time. Some weeks are better than others. Books, podcasts, movies. So yeah. So we're gonna just put it into three categories, and I always put water at the top. I've actually been doing pretty good with my water intake and staying hydrated. And unfortunately, I have not been tracking it on here like I wanted to. So we will do that at another time. So let me quickly set up. I set up 3 days, like I said. And so this second space right here, what I got accustomed to doing is leaving this space for affirmations. Very simple, you guys. This layout is so simple. It just where once I know where all the boxes are, and then like on Monday, I do like to do a to-do list. Now I will say that on Monday, I like to do a to-do list, and I work off that to-do list for the week. And so then I go from there. Very simple, you guys. Very simple. And then in terms of stickers, I can put stickers down. However, I don't know how the rest of the day will go. So I normally put stickers down as I see fit. This top part, I always write how I'm feeling when I get up in the morning, physically, emotionally, mentally. And then right here, I do an affirmation for myself. And I just put it in these fun little letters so it can, kind of like, I don't know. Um, it makes me happy. There's no rhyme or reason. Now, in this little spot right here, like I said, Monday is coming up. So I may put a sticker there because I have my to-do list. And as long as I have my to-do list, I'm okay with putting stickers in various places. So as long as I have what I need. So let's see. How we want to start off our Monday. See, like this right here, keep going. That's for like a week, midweek. Okay, so we're gonna start off talking about goals. Girl, goals. Where's the goals? Okay, we're gonna focus on goals. And then the bottom part, like I always do, I leave that bottom part for reflection. And so what I will probably write down here is, um, things that happened today, something I learned today, things I need to prepare for. This bottom part, at one point I was putting other trackers down here, but I don't think I want to do that this time around. So I'm going to go ahead and just put, you know what? This is the perfect washi. I'm just going to go ahead and put a washi strip down here and just call it a few days, call it a week, but I'm gonna put one on the other side too. Sometimes um, you just want to just put it down and not have to do extra. Where is mine? Uh-oh. Let's use the scissors. is one. So let's set this one for the other. So yeah, this is the first week of July. And this is what a basic setup look like. What I am going to do is I'm going to come back, you guys, and give you guys a flip through of how I set up my monthly calendar, because I did not show you guys my monthly, and so I don't want this video to drag on. I'm gonna give you an idea of what it can look like. This is the idea of what I use it for. Exercise, like I set my goals at the bottom of the calendar. Now, for May and June, I don't think I got to it. May and June, I did nothing. So we are in July. Yes, we are in July. And I do have my categories right here. So I will be writing it down at the bottom. I will finish setting up this part of the calendar, and then we'll be right back and we'll get to the second half of this setup. So you guys, yeah, give me in YouTube, in not YouTube, but in this world, it will be like 1 second. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay. Hi, I'm back, and I want to give you a preview of my layout. Now, this is my June setup in my Sterling Ink calendar. I also, when I use this calendar, because of the it doesn't lay flat how I want it to. It lays flat, but I like to write across instead of having to write, one side and then the other side. I just normally put my other Sterling Ink journal under it because it's the same size, and just make it a even balance. So this is my July setup, and this is how I use my goal sheet for July. I mean, period. So what I do is I have the 8 goals that I have: home, health, exercise, journaling, and writing, which I really want to make that an everyday practice. Nutrition, personal development, finances, and family. In my goals journal, I did combine 2 of them, and so um, there will be a follow up on that towards the end of the month to let you know how I did, and then we'll go from there. But the ones that I really do want to keep track of is journaling every day. So the ones that I want to keep up with every day, I just kind of put the goal right there, and then once I complete it, I will color it in with the proper color. Now down here, these are the goals that I wrote them out. I try to make them simple. Journal daily, 8 to 10 prompts in my prompt journals, because I have several of them. So doing 8 to 10 of them monthly. So that will require like maybe twice a week. And then work on my special journals, which I have a slew of special journals. I have seasonal journals. I have monthly awareness journals. I have what I call a Kwanzaa cultural journal. I have, just various journals. So not to neglect them. So I give myself credit when I do get a chance to sit down and work on them. Exercise, home, health, nutrition, personal development, family, and finance. I will color it in. I will color this in um, later, but I can give you an idea of how it looks when I color it in. I just need to remember the colors, you guys. I know journal is blue, so I always use blue for journaling. I think journaling is a very important practice. Um, as anything you want to get better at, And so if you are not a strong writer, I will suggest trying prompt journals first. And from there, you know, um, just finding things to write about your day, write about the weather, write about how you feel about something. There are plenty of things to write about. There's always something to write about. Sometimes when I look back at my journals, I am like really I'm shocked of some of the things that I even talk about. Let's see. Let me see if I can remember the colors by heart, you guys. If I can, I will color them in. If not, I will flip over and try to see what I have. This is personal development. I know family is purple. I always put purple for my family. So let's see if I can find a purple. Now, the purple that they had in this particular brand, which is Stablo, I did not like the shades they had. So I went ahead and got the pen. These colors are beautifully saturated, and the purple actually looks like a purple. I couldn't find a purple in the other brand, but if I do, if I find a shade that I like, I will definitely be adding that to my my setup. Let me double check. I know I want to say, let's go look at the bottom. Yellow, pink, exercise is green, and nutrition is orange. Okay. Exercise is green. That is exercise. And then I think it was yellow for, let me see if I can find it. See if I can find the shade. I think this is yellow. And then I had a peach. Y'all have to forgive me because peach or pink is one of those. It's close to, this is more orange. I'll put that on nutrition. Oh, you guys, I don't think I can find my yellow marker. It's probably in one of my bags. But I do have, I think, a yellow pencil, because it doesn't matter to me if I have the actual, is it pink or peach? I think it's peach. You guys, you think I would know this by now? Pink and yellow. Yeah. Okay, I cannot find my yellow pen. I don't know where it's at. So I think I'm going to use just a yellow pencil for now, just so I can get this completed and show you guys the flip through of my actual A4 that I'm working in. Give you guys a flip through and how I'm using that. And so yeah, that is basically it for this. So my goal is to try to share with you guys my results and how I've been using it. I'm doing a lot of changes to my channel, but I do want to be consistent in sharing this information with you all. And so for July, I have this. This is, and when I say I do a very basic setup for my weeklies, this is how my weeklies look. Like there's nothing fancy about it. It is just, it is what it is for me. What I can do right now actually is color in some my sidebar. So although this is summer and it's nice outside, I do like to read. I do like to read, mostly magazines in the summertime. But I am in the process of reading some really good books too. So I will be posting those videos on this channel. I really want to get into doing my book reviews on this channel. Um, that's what their channel originally was created for. I want to stay within this color scheme, you guys. So you see, this is like a lighter. It seems like it matches, but I'm gonna get something a little different. Okay, I have so many different shades of blue, you guys. You think blue is my favorite color? I have a lot of shades of green too, but I love my cool colors. Okay, watching, and there are quite a few programs and documentaries that I do want to catch up on. So I guess I'll be doing that. I'm gonna try to make my list, you guys. Um, because I know July is Shark Week. There's a week in July where it's just Shark Week. Also, with water, I always color that blue. So at any time when I do my bars for water, I always do a blue. So this, I do this every week. And matter of fact, while I'm here, let me write out my bar. So this is how many cups, and this is the days of the week. Since it's nice outside, like when it's hot outside, I do the most drinking. I do most of my water drinking in the summer, which is good because it's a means of me of staying hydrated. Whereas in the winter, I really do neglect. I'm going to put 0 right here, although I would never get to 0. And since this is the summer, 8, 10, 12. Hopefully, I'm getting back into this routine. So when I set up my weeklies, I set it up the first half of the week, and then I set up the second half of the week. When I get up, I write down how I'm feeling, um, just like a sense of like body, physical, or if I wake up, if I have a headache, I write that in that box. And then I do an affirmation. And then normally on Mondays and probably Wednesday or Thursday, I do a to-do list. And so these are things that I want to focus on for that week. And then once I'm, through my to-do list, it may be a week where I check this off. But normally by I would say Wednesday or Thursday, I'm ready to put another box for my to-do list. So if I'm finished with, the task from here, this is this box right here. That's why I created it this big. I'll just do my to-do list in here. So um, yeah, that's basically what it is, you guys. And so this is my Sterling Ink B5 weekly setup with my monthly calendar. This is something that I sit down and do every month. Um, Also, this is helping me with my goals too. As you can see in my calendar, I did have it laid out, the goals at the bottom of the calendar, and I track it throughout the calendar. So just trying to really still work on my formula. I think this is definitely the planner that I will be getting next week. I mean, not next week, I'm sorry, next year in 2026, because this has been very helpful. Now, what I do have in the back are my journaling pages. I never share my journaling pages on camera. However, in the future, if you guys would like to see a setup, the setup is not really fancy, but I can do a setup for you guys so you can see that. So, in saying that, let's get to the next part of this video where I'm going to set up my A4, or not set it up, but do a flip through. Hi, I am back. I was actually just showing you guys the flip through of my B5. I want to give you guys a flip through of this. Okay. My camera cut off, so I had to try to figure out how I can, transfer, well, continue the video and where I was at. But those are first world problems. Let's get to this. So when the camera shut off, I was basically sharing with you guys my monthly calendar for July. And pretty much in July, I mean, the calendars, I really don't write anything on the calendars. I put special dates and stuff down there, but this is not a point of reference for me. I have the calendar right here for a couple of reasons. Just in case I do need to jot something down or to break up that space. So let me give you a breakdown of what I have. This is for the month of July. We have school is coming in August in most places around the world. A lot of times after Labor Day, but I want to get into that mindset of preparing myself for school, getting school supplies, um, winding things down, trying to figure schedules out and stuff like that, and have that set in stone in terms of like what I'm going to do by the 25th of July. And these are pages. Let me give you guys the final flip through. My word of the year, which I do plan on doing a video for that, you guys, so stay tuned. This is my, what is it called? Seasonal list of breaking down stuff. So I only did the box for summer and fall because those are the seasons that I'm in and the season that I'm going to. So I would definitely be doing one for spring and for winter. So then we get next to the calendar. These are the only two events I'm aware of so far, but more will come. Once again, I broke it off by quarters, quarter three and quarter four. My expense trackers, my when did I last, my books for quarter three, books for quarter four, my reading page, my social media. These are creators that I'm following. So if you are a creator, leave me a link below so I can check out your content. You may be somebody, that I would visit frequently. And one thing I like to do is, subscribe to creators like myself who are trying to put out just positive content, you guys, just positive content. Um, and then my calendar, of course. I did put a priority note down there because it is something that I need to be mindful of in a note. And then these are my outro and intro page. Goodbye to June. Hello to July. And once again, you guys, my dashboard and my line of the day and all this other personal stuff I have, you guys. And so with saying that, I think this is the end for this actual setup and flip through. I've shared with you um, my A4. I share with you my B5, which is my weekly. And then I also did a personal setup. Let me see if I can pull it. I did a personal setup for you guys in my what I call my catch-all. So let me catch it. Let me catch my catch-all, you guys. This is my catch-all. And so this is where I put everything, and I put extra things in the pocket, in the bag as I need it. As you can see, I got a list of, bills that I need to pay. So I keep all of that information in here. This planner does not leave the house. It definitely stays in my house on the desk. And so this is my planning system that allows me to function. So with saying that, thank you for coming by. Thank you for stopping by my channel. And yeah, just come back for more content like this.